Morning, guys. Oh, look at that. It is Thursday, June 20th, and we already have a 10 of Wands reversed in the shuffle, meaning a burden has been released. Okay, so today I'm going to use the Parrot Tarot, and we're going to use the Kipper deck to clarify. Okay, so first off the bat, I want to tell you guys that today the numbers are 2020, so there's vision and clarity. And in addition to that, there's 18, 18, 18, 18. So there is a clarity and healing. There could be a new balance that's being inspired by this healing, or you're inspiring others. Okay, 20 can be a new intimacy, a new team, or a new balance. And then 18, of course, is feeling empowered, getting your power back after a purge or after inspiration that brings on healing, or healing that becomes an inspiration for others. Okay, so there's some tools here. I think that's what the 2020 is all about. When we have 18 and 20 together, it's clarity about healing, or clarity about what needs to heal. So that is a tool. Okay, then we have this T-square that lasts until June 27th, but that doesn't mean the energy isn't already here. You may have had to face a decision where you were spending too much energy, time, money, or giving too much attention to something else, or you forced to do it. Like you may have been forced to take classes, or pay a fine, or some kind of imposed sanction, or some kind of new rule that you had to adhere to. Okay, and then it exits through Neptune and Pisces, so you got a couple choices. Either you can stay delusional and not face reality. You could literally run away and try to escape physically, or you could check out mentally. Okay, either by just being spacey in your own head, in La La Land, or you could, you could sink into vices like alcohol, drugs, whatever it is you're addicted to. You could throw yourself into that in an attempt to not have to deal. Okay, so this T-square, although it exits in Neptune and Pisces, it is encouraging you to come from a higher perspective and either go, oh well, you know, it's only for a little period of time. It's about accepting consequences too. Then we have Jupiter and Sagittarius, which can be about luck, a lucky opportunity, or it can be about recognizing the way we waste our energy waste, in terms of how we waste money, how we waste our possessions, how we give too much time to others, giving too much of ourselves without clear boundaries, and what else? Okay, Venus and Gemini. Somebody could be flirting too much. You could possibly suspect that they're cheating, or you could catch them cheating, or you could catch them in a compromising position and wonder if they're cheating, and then be like, nah, you know what, that's my person, they're not cheating, there's got to be an explanation. Okay, so basically in love relationships, you're not a priority right now. There's something that's taking the energy. It could be relatives visiting, could be your own mind thinking, wrapping your mind around something that's happening. Or, like I said, you may have to see like a counselor or drug rehab or something to that effect. But whatever it is, the burden, it has been released. Okay, so there's no more intrepidation. There's no more waiting for a particular event to happen. The event has happened. Okay, so this is a physical follow through on something that happened. There is no burden. This is a physical removal of a burden. Like the cops could have come and took somebody out of your house that was causing some issues. The physical burden has been removed. Then we have 3 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Now that that's done and over with, this has been completed. I no longer have to take care of them. I no longer have to adhere to these rules. I no longer have blank. I no longer have to give energy to this. I no longer have to give money to this, time to this, focus to this, attention to this, love to this. So it's time. I'm going to have fun. No worries. I'm hearing Lion King again. Pumbaa. It means no worries. So this is basically, woohoo, dance your cares away. Dance the night away. I don't know what song that is, but that just popped into my head too. Dancing the night away. So there's a celebration here that something is over and done with and no longer. Okay. No more fears, no more worries. For some of you guys, you could have figured out how to alleviate some stress, some pressure, some anxieties. You could have learned, you could have went and had a good time with somebody. Some small, intimate, could be a barbecue, could be hanging out with friends. It could have been a business meeting, but whatever it was, it addressed your concerns, your fears. So you're not worried any longer. Or if this physical, if it was something physical, a physical burden, like somebody passed away, or you had to show somebody around the town because they were visiting, that is now over. You have time for yourself, so you want a little bit of quiet, and you probably want to like sit on your couch with your feet up. Or you know what, the best one of the best things you can do is go sit in the bubble bath. Sit in the bubble bath, turn the radio on, for those of you here in Hawaii, roll up that spliff and get yourself a glass of wine and enjoy the soak. Okay, it will help take your worries and fears away if that's still happening. But for the most part, all that's left is mind energy. This physical act, this physical burden, this burden in the physical manifestation is done. The worst is over. The worst has already been done, the biggest part. Okay, then we have Six of Swords reversed. So this could be like lesson learned. It's reversed. So there could be learning how to relax and recoup could be one of the things that you have to do. It's not a lesson, but you could feel like not going anywhere. Okay, because swords, it can be like passage, it can be journey, it can be travel over water, and damn it, you just don't feel like it. You're going to stay home and soak in your bathtub. You don't feel like anything big. You don't feel like running a lot of chores. You just want to go home and enjoy the peace and quiet and silence of your home. So apparently this was something huge that you had to go through. So it was kind of like, you're going, you're so stressed, all these things is going on, and it's finally over, and it's like, you can finally drop your shoulders. This is over with, okay? And the healing has begun. We've got the Devil, we've got Judgment, 6 of Cups and 10 of Cups. Wow. So first of all, the Devil, this can be self-sabotage. Impose judgment, impose fines. Something tells me that there was something weighing on you and there's been a fine imposed. Somebody could have gone to jail. Or you dealt with something where you had to go to court and a decision was made. But up until then, you were a nervous wreck. So you guys are in court and it feels like a final deliberation. The Devil, big business. The eye in the sky. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. This feels like maybe there was a final deliberation in a court case and you guys are like, whew, it's over. Now we just have to wait for the final decision to come down, some deliberation. Some of you guys could be waiting for the final paperwork on a divorce, on a settlement, on a civil case. But this feels like criminal. I'm feeling a criminal case. Just waiting for the word to come down. Six of Cups and 10 of Cups. So it feels like whatever the outcome of this court case, it's going to be good for you. Because 1, you got it over. 2, you have reason to celebrate. Things are looking up. No worries. You're not really concerned. The lawyers aren't really concerned. It looks like everything's going to be okay because Six of Swords is reverse. Meaning there isn't a lesson, karmic lesson here. I don't feel that you need to pay some kind of karmic lesson. I think you might have been unjustly accused, or somebody was trying to put notches in their belt, and I have a feeling like you were put through the court system. It's almost falsely, or somebody made a mountain out of a molehill. They tried to say something. There's this fake feeling. Or you could have made a mistake, realized you made a mistake. You're now facing the error of your ways because you realized it was a mistake. Gotcha. Then we have like the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups here. With Six of Cups, it's Scorpionic energy. It's like Venus retrograde in Scorpio, to where you could suddenly change your mind about what you enjoy, what gives you pleasure, what you love. It can also be somebody coming back from the past. So this could have been an appeal to release somebody from previous charges also too. Could be charges dropped. It feels more like an appeal. We've got a lot of positive energy here. So whoever's going through court for something, it feels like they made a mistake. It's very clear that they made a mistake and they're not going to do it again. They may have hurt somebody they loved or offended them in some way. And now there's this forgiveness, a legal forgiveness. They could like drop the lawsuit, or the lawsuit could have been initially started because somebody was angry. But throughout the lawsuit, they've managed to remember the positives and look at the good times and the good side as soon as this person could admit that they made a mistake. So it looks like there's some success there. And not only will this final judgment come down, but you're not going to have to deal with this. And whatever mistake or actions, thoughtless actions, caused this law that force you to have to deal with the law or judges or some kind of restrictions in some way, it's not going to happen again. You just, as soon as you made that mistake, you basically said, oh shit, I fucked up. I can't be doing this again. I am way too old to be screwing myself like this. Okay, I'm putting myself at the mercy of my court. Could be a possibility too. Yes, I did it. I admit it. I messed up. I was only hurting myself, but I managed to hurt somebody I love too. A request to be forgiven. Very nice. This is a nice storyline playing out here, because ultimately we have the Ten of Cups. So whatever it is, this person that you previously offended or made a mistake against, you guys are going to work it out. Can be a previous partner. But every time I see the Six of Cups, it feels like an auntie, grandma, sister. Actually, I want to see who... I'm going to look at a couple of things. First of all, this Devil and this Judgment, waiting for the final decision from the authorities. Can we clarify the Devil, please? Clarify the Devil. Who is this authority that's taking power? Main female and marriage. Okay, so marriage can be promises. Main female can be representative of you, the querent, or if you are a male, this represents your main relationship, feminine. Somebody might have made some promises to you, or you made promises to the court. I will never do this again. I've learned my lesson. Okay, I gotcha. So I'm going to put these two back, and I want to clarify Judgment, the decision. Clarify Judgment, please. So somebody faced something, and they come out victorious because their intentions are now pure. Bad health. Could have been because of drugs. They made this mistake. Or it could be like they had to wait on a decision because like the judge may have been out or sick, or waiting for this impending decision literally made you sick with fear. Bad health can be a physical complication. So this may have been delayed because of some type of, somebody could have been sick. Maybe the judge couldn't come to work for a couple days. Maybe you were down because of a physical injury. This is about a decision. So it could have been the decision was delayed because somebody didn't come to work or somebody was sick. Or this could be a decision saying, we're going to request counseling for you. Counseling, and you're going to have to stand by whatever decision. You are you're throwing yourself on the mercy at the court and saying, I accept my fate. You're facing whatever decision, and you're going to stick with whatever they decide, come what may. Very good. So you learned your lesson. You're not going to resist. You're going with the flow, so things should work out right. We have 19 and 6. Oh, nice. 19, the sun, and 6 of discs. Okay, so today is the 20th. So tomorrow the sun moves to Cancer. So we are still in sun in Gemini. So let's see. The sun, attention, growth, beginnings and endings, soul growth, maturity, focus and attention to finances and work. And then we have 6 of Pentacles. You may be thinking about ways how you can pay this person back. It's blatantly clear that you need to give back. You need to give back to society. You need to pay back whatever damage you did or whatever you took, what mistake you made. You may have, this could be punitive, what do they call that? Punitive fine, where you have to pay for the immorality of what you're doing. Instead of an imposable, punishable fine, it's because, well, you did wrong, so we're going to punish you with this additional fine. Punitive damages. You hurt me, now you have to pay. So there may be some punitive damages, and you're willing to accept the consequences. Also, too, we're going to be watching you to see how you pay back society. Also, too, if you just came out of jail or if you were locked up for a period of time, you may have to pay attention to your job. This could be something coming back from the past. It's attached to money because we have the sun and the 6 of Pentacles. That is reciprocity. It's it's generosity. It's give and take. And then with the sun being in Gemini, this is about attention to our thought patterns. So you could be thinking about how to recover something, or there could be some attention to recovering some material possessions or some money, or that could be what you're working on. Also, too, this could be like the highlight of your career. Once you've been cleared, you admitted to your mistakes, now you can go back to work. Of course, if you were in jail, you might have lost a job. So this could be like somebody, an old boss from the past, calling you to see if you want to work again. This could be working with the father. But for the most part, it kind of looks like you got, not only do you have a fine, you have some community service coming. Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, Hangman, Chariot, and Hierophant. I want to clarify on this, see what the Sun and the Six of Pentacles is. Because Six of Pentacles is payback. It's getting back what you've given out before. And the Sun is growth. You may decide to open a business that helps people, a collection agency that, well, that helps people recover something. Could be like a collections agency helping people recover money, or you could be helping people recover items. Recover items. What is that when they come in and take your car because you couldn't make the payment? Why can't I think of the words? Repo, the repo man. Somebody may have taken something back. Okay, let's see what we got. Coffin, change, toil and labor, despair, and great fortune. Wow, so you could have gone through a time where possibly your father passed away, or a male figure that maybe the head of the family, could be grandfather, could be uncle, but this is an older mature male who was a protector, a financial protector, a nurturing protector. And with the Sun being here and the Sun being in Gemini, I feel like it's the father or a father figure recently passed. We got coffin, the end of something. This is closed. Could have been a closed casket. Could have been some pain about a parent's death. This is also 19-2. Look at that, Sun and coffin. Okay, so this could be some issues pertaining to the father or surrounding the father's death. And the changes that came from that, once your father was gone, everything changed. You lost one of the main people that protected and watched over you and cared for you. So you could be thinking about times in the past, like when Dad had to fix the washer and you hung out with him in the garage and handed him the tools. This could be loving admiration over past work experiences with the father, remembering when you were young, how everything was so so easy, so carefree. Now you're no longer carefree. A lot of it is because your father isn't here, but you have these wonderful times of, you know, working in the yard together, doing physical things, playing sports. That is now done. That is now over. You don't have anybody to do that with anymore. All there is now is just working hard and feeling sad. When does the labor never end? I bet you your father probably praised you. Okay. The only time they probably gave you the most attention, the time that you felt valued, is when you were doing physical labor with them, helping them dig the hole in the garden, helping them work on the car, or helping them work in the yard. You used to value those times, but it was a lot of hard work. And now you find yourself, if you got to work in the yard or you're working on the car, it's not the same. You're missing him. Toil and labor and despair. Okay, every time you do something some kind of physical work. It feels so taxing now because you don't have this person there to do it with, your guide, your mentor. You could be really, really stressed because you're working hard and you're really not getting anywhere too. Look at this, despair. You could be, if you got out of jail, you might not have been able to find anything, any work good. I mean, you may have to do some menial tasks, some labor work, like pretty much the shit job, because we got toil and labor and despair. You could be really, really sick of your circumstances where you are put. You may have to follow many rules. Feels like somebody who's giving up hope. They're losing faith. Seems like they never get anywhere since the door has closed with this person. For some of you guys, it's possible that there was no death, but that there was a separation in which somebody shut you out of their life, somebody integral, a family member. So for the longest time, you may have worked hard and it felt like you weren't getting anywhere. Okay, then all of a sudden things start changing. Once you admitted that you made a mistake or you didn't do things right, that opened the door to your abundance. Great fortune. This is a number 26, which means there is a balancing love. Okay, it's feeling empowered, getting to the point where you're feeling empowered. Now, I don't understand this one. They could have left you a great fortune after they passed, if in fact somebody has passed. But also, too, you could be losing hope, but then realizing that you're surrounded by people who love you and care for you, so you really are truly rich. But this is like a big chunk of money. You've been waiting, you've been working hard, and you're about to lose hope, and then suddenly something comes in and changes it for you. Could be this judgment. Could be a judgment of what would be owed to you. Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, Hangman, Chariot, and the Hierophant. I know this video is getting long. Okay, Seven of Wands, when I see that, that's like, it can be opposition. It can be somebody trying to stand in your way, but you have to have courage and stand in your power. I feel like it's defense sometimes too. You having to defend yourself against somebody, physically defend yourself. And then we have Nine of Cups. Standing up for fighting for what you believe in. Having the courage to stand in your power, you will get what you want. So there was an existing old wish, okay, and a long period of Hangman energy to where you weren't looking at things the right way at first. You were looking at things the wrong way. Like I said, you know, you were losing hope on something. And it looks like, oh, wow. So it looks like with the help of this total solar eclipse coming on the new moon in Cancer and the Hierophant, what is in Taurus? Uranus is in Taurus. And the new moon in Cancer home, changes in the level of comforts in the home after a period. So it looks like, it feels like this great fortune might be coming in. This little chunk of money that you're going to be getting is going to be coming in right around the time of, oh, well, I can't even give you a time prediction because the energy extends out with the solar eclipse. So the energy's been coming in for a couple of months already, and it's going to last a couple of months where you're going to want to put some roots down somewhere and establish some kind of security, safe, secure home, your home base. So it looks like after a period of being left hanging, you had to reinvent yourself. You were losing hope, and something happens that could be this great fortune, this little bit of money that comes in inspires you to go after an old dream, and then finally some movement, some forward movement. But it looks like super fast movement, like get in the car and drive, or get in. Or this could be somebody recognizing that you're down in the dumps and they're worried about you, like, hey man, you know, don't be thinking that the world would be better off without you. That's not true. Okay, they could shove you in the car. Get in the car, we're going for a drive. Okay, so this could be somebody who's teaching you how to cope, driving you around in their car. So you've got a little bit of salvation here, and you've got a little bit of help in a couple areas around a couple of things. Just when you thought you had a grip, you start to lose hope about something. Okay, and then something happens. When they tell you get in the car, when they come and show up and rescue you and say, open the door, you know, from the driver's side, get in that car. That's all I'm saying, is get in that car when they ask you to, because you may need this drive. You may need this drive. It looks like they're coming to rescue you, or you're being rescued out of a situation or out of a mindset when you're, oh, yep, look at that. Out of a mindset because you've been stuck. Okay. Concerned, yep. Absolutely. Somebody's coming to pick you up. They're going to come pick you up in their car. You may take a road trip, or they may be like, get in, let's go for a drive, as a way to relax. Road trip because somebody's worried about you. They have some... Don't even go there. If you're thinking about ousting yourself, don't even go there, okay? Because what you're feeling right now is temporary. All feelings are temporary, so you're not going to live in this headspace forever. Then we have courthouse, message, and a gift. Ooh, so this could be that you stressing on something, you want to give up about hope, you're waiting for a judgment, then all of a sudden the jury's in, or I've got the paperwork, or I received the paperwork. This could be your parting papers. This could be your release papers. This could be, and it's a message. It's a message. We got courthouse, message, and gift. You are free to go, or your first payment will start blankety blank, or your trust has been authorized, 3333. So there's a go on some kind of financial thing that you're waiting on. You get a message. You get a message about it. Maybe somebody's lawyer contacts you and you've been named the trustee for something, or somebody sends you a check, or a balloon payment. This feels like you get a decent amount of money from this judgment. Could be a gift certificate. For some of you guys, if you got out of prison, this is that little that stipend that they give you to when they release you, to get some clothes or something, or a voucher. This could be a voucher. God be with you, I just heard. So this is a send-off. This message is a send-off, a definite finality, and a certification of the end of something, or could be an actual certificate. Death certificate could be. Trustee certificate could be. Whatever it is, there's some blessings in store. I mean, gift and great fortune. You couldn't ask for anything better. And all because you did the right thing. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.